okay, that's what to do there, or do this before, like to stabilize the position before you did this, and it makes sense. And I don't know why you just have this knack of showing great examples and doing your voiceovers to it. It's just phenomenal content. You mentioned there about staying relaxed, being open and kind of not panicking and waiting to see what they do. Is that, this is going to sound a wee bit weird, is there a way to look at an opponent when you're defending and seeing where they're going? Like in the Rocky films, they were saying you don't look at the fist, you look at the you look at the shoulder, because that's where the punch is coming from. It might not actually be the Rocky films. Is there a way you can look at the opponent and know that if their knees focusing out one way, it means they're going for this particular pass? If they're shaping a certain way, does that kind of understanding come as you become a better jiu-jitsu player, or can you start seeing, well, they only have these options from here? Can you sort of learn that as a white belt, blue belt onwards, if that
Yeah, I think it's a
makes sense?
combination. Yeah, no, it does, and I think it's a combination of both. Like you definitely learn over time, but because the more you grapple, the more you see that there's not really that many options in jiu-jitsu when it comes to like certain things. Like you can only go forward or back. Really, you can only go side to side. Like there's just like a lot of times when I'm commentating, it's like and I'm looking at the footage, it's like there only are two options here, in or out, right? So like I think that because jiu-jitsu can be so confusing for people, they don't realize that there's few options, right? So if someone's like has me in, like they're trying to pass through my guard, they got one leg through. Well, I know they're going to try to either knee slide or they're going to try to go side smash. Some people call that a folding pass, or maybe they're going to try to do like a quick X pass. Like I know what their options are, and I know what I need to do to prevent them. So, you know, I think it comes with time, but it can also be like fast track just by like starting to understand that jiu-jitsu actually isn't that complex as people think it is. Which like some people might think like, oh, but it is so confusing. But it's like, no, I think they make it way more confusing in their head and way more than they need to. And in reality, it's like our bodies can only do, they can only move certain ways, like left or right,
Fair point.
forward or back. So yeah, it's like, I think it's less confusing than people realize.
Because I used to always look at opponents and go, "Oh my god, he's going to do this," and I don't know what he's going to. I'm panicking, and I'd be analysis by paralysis. I'd be like so much thinking about what they were doing. I was just leaving things open, and they were coming in and going in. And then I discovered pressure passing, and I became this fat beast of a thing that would just, like the Michelin, like the Marshmallow Man. I would kind of absorb and squash people and all, and I felt like I was amazing. And then I found I wasn't progressing as quickly as I wanted to because I fell back on always being top game, always being pressure passing. And I can't remember which video it was, but I remember you mentioning about how big guys need to defend, big guys need to do the like other styles like fast passing or fast game. They can't just rely on that. Where small guys need to learn how to pressure pass and stuff like that. How do we build a game where we're not reliant on like our physicality, or we're reliant on that worked for us? Should we all big guys be playing bottom and like guard retention and inversions and stuff? We're all small people trying to control people, like pressure passing, tozzy passing, that sort of thing. Do we need to learn all round and start now rather than when we're purple, black, etc., and not having big chunks missing from our game?
I think it depends, like I think people should use their physicalities, but at the same time, you want to use the minimal effective dose. So like, when it comes to, I can pressure pass, people that are my size and bigger, like that makes sense to do, or speed pass can make sense to do. But like, going as someone that's like 120, 130 pounds, like a lady or like a, smaller guy, like why would I be using all my strength on them to hold them down? Like, it doesn't make sense.